When you think of big match temperament and winning mentality in the IPL, Mumbai Indians instantly comes to mind, isn't it? The franchisee that has set the benchmark for success in the tournament. Hello everyone, I'm Rima and you're watching Offside Opinions. So, IPL is starting tomorrow and I am back with the final squad analysis video. So, before I continue, I want to thank everyone who followed along, watched my videos, and even interacted with a few. I can promise that I'll work hard to make better videos in the coming days. So, please, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe today. So, over the years, Mumbai Indians have completely dominated the IPL stage. I mean, 5 titles is no joke, right? But that domination in recent times hasn't been as evident. After winning the title in 2020, Mumbai Indians failed to qualify for the playoffs 3 out of 4 times and even finished bottom of the table twice. And we all know that last season was particularly tough. A captaincy change which resulted to not enough support from the fans, not enough acceptance as well, and so overall a vibe that did not feel right. But I'm sure Mumbai Indians, they are hungry to bounce back. Hardik Pandya is hungry to bounce back. So can they? Well, we'll discuss it later. But first, let's look at their squad for the 2025 IPL season. So they have a lot of big names, right? Rohit Sharma, Surya Kumar Yadav, Jasprit Bumrah, Tilak Varma, Hardik Pandya, Mitchell Santner, Trent Bolt, Deepak Chahar, Mujibur Rahman, among others. Did you see that squad? It looks solid, isn't it? And do I even need to say it? Just look at the retained players. Rohit Sharma, Jasprit Bumrah, Surya Kumar Yadav, Hardik Pandya, Tilak Verma. This core is an absolute powerhouse. Each player is a reliable performer and can be a game changer for the team. Rohit Sharma and Surya Kumar Yadav bring in experience and top order aggression, while Hardik Pandya adds his all round abilities. And definitely, Jasprit Bumrah, with his pace mastery, is the best in the business. And then there's Tilak Verma, a young, promising talent who has proven his potential not just for Mumbai, but also for Team India. And that brings me to my second point. Mumbai Indians' batting looks dangerous. With that top order featuring Rohit Sharma, Will Jacks, and/or Ryan Rickelton and Surya Kumar Yadav, fans can be assured of explosive starts. I mean, Rohit Sharma and Will Jacks can go all guns blazing in the power play and absolutely dismantle the opposition. And then Surya Kumar Yadav's 360-degree game can be a nightmare for the bowlers in the middle overs. Then following them will be Tilak Verma, Hardik Pandya, and Naman Dheer, more firepower and stability. And even Mitchell Santner can contribute with the bat. That's some solid batting depth, isn't it? Trust me, if Mumbai Indians batting clicks, opposition bowlers better be prepared. And now, their pace bowling attack. Jasprit Bumrah, Trent Bolt, Deepak Chahar. What a trio. Can be absolutely lethal. Bumrah's brilliance during any phase in the match, especially the death overs, Bolt's new ball swing, and Chahar's ability to be a threat in the power play make them such a formidable trio. And then they have Hardik Pandya as the fourth seamer, who we all know is a clutch player. He can come in during those crucial middle overs, break partnerships, and take important wickets. I'll say it once again. That squad looks solid, isn't it? But I also think they do have their fair share of problems. First and foremost, of course, Jasprit Bumrah's fitness. Because let's be real, no one can replace him, no one can fill in his shoes. So if he's unavailable, at least in the first few matches maybe, it can be a big blow for Mumbai Indians. And on top of that, Mumbai Indians do not seem to have a good quality Indian pacer as a backup. So if Mumbai decides to go with Ray Stopley, who is an overseas player, in place of Bumrah, it can impact the overall playing 11, which I'll discuss later when I mention my probable lineups. I think this also can be a problem for Mumbai. So none of their wicket-keeping options has played any IPL matches yet. Ryan Rickelton has some experience. but he is an overseas player. So if Mumbai decides to play him, they have to figure out how to fit him in the playing 11 without disrupting the overall team balance. Well, now that I've listed down the strengths and weaknesses, now it's time for my probable playing 11. And I have two teams, one with Bumrah and one without Bumrah. So if Jasprit Bumrah is fit, then I think Mumbai Indians can play both Ryan Rickelton and Will Jacks. So it will be Rohit Sharma and Rickelton opening, then Will Jacks, Surya Kumar Yadav, Tilak Verma, Hardik Pandya, Naman Dheer, Mitchell Santner, Deepak Chahar, Trent Bolt, and Bumrah. But if Bumrah is not fit and Mumbai decides to go with Riz Topley, then one of the foreign player slots have to be cleared, isn't it? So in that case, I think Mumbai might drop Ryan Rickelton. So they'll go with Rohit Sharma and Will Jacks, then Surya Kumar Yadav, Tilak Verma, Hardik Pandya, Naman Dheer. Then they can have Robin Mins, who will play the role of a wicketkeeper, and then Mitchell Santner, Deepak Chahar, Trent Bolt, and then Reece Topley. This can also be the playing 11 if Bumrah is not playing and it's a spin friendly pitch and Mumbai decides to go with two spinners. So Mujibur Rahman can also play. For impact players, they can have Karn Sharma who will give them that extra spin bowling option, or they can also have an all rounder like Raj Pawar. To conclude, I think Mumbai Indians have assembled a solid squad. And if each of the players in each of these positions is performing to the best of their abilities, I think Mumbai Indians will have a high chance of not just qualifying for the playoffs, but also maybe challenging for the title once again for the sixth time. Anyway, what do you think of Mumbai's squad and what do you think can be the probable playing 11 in case Jasprit Bumrah does not play? Please let me know in the comments. And if you have liked today's video, please don't forget to like it. And if you have not yet subscribed to my channel Offside Opinions yet, please do it today. Please stay tuned in for more IPL content. Thank you.